Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a fun video this time. This is a collaboration video. It is the summer collaboration video. And this was started by Kayla, and her channel is KK Addicted. I thought it was KK Addicted to Scents. I don't know if she just shortened it recently, but she's someone I've been subscribed to for a while. And she got together a group of YouTubers. I think they all do wax for sure. Some people do some additional things, and asked us if we wanted to do a summer collaboration video. I thought it would be fun. It's actually only 7 questions, but the first 5 are all kind of your top 5 picks for different things. So I'm going to quickly list through the channels. They'll also be linked below, but I will give you the names right now, and then I'll jump into what the questions are. So the channels, of course, are Kayla. Her channel's KK Addicted, and it's just the 2 letters K, a letter K, and then Addicted. Stacy with Caffeine and Fragrance. Beth, her channel name is Beth Says. Sarah from Things I Love 86. Courtney from Courtney Wallace. Asisa, I think is how her name is pronounced, from Made Up Like a Doll. And Jody, who goes by Jody M on her channel. So all those will be linked below. There's actually a couple ladies in here that I had not previously watched, so doing this collaboration, I did check out their channels and subscribed. So it's always fun to find some new people to watch. And all right, so the questions, I'll run through what the questions are really quickly, and then I'll jump in to actually show you my stuff and give you my answers. So question 1 is your top 5 summer scents. Question 2 is your top 5 fruity scents. Number 3 is your top 5 must-haves for the summer. 4 is top 5 summer drinks. 5 is top 5 lip products for the summer. 6 is where are you going on vacation this summer. And 7 actually I feel like is kind of, it's really more like 6.5. Where do you wish to go on vacation in the summertime? So I will go ahead and jump right in. So for question number 1, top 5 summer scents, I have those laid out in front of you. These are some of the, I'm not gonna, generally for this, I'm not gonna give you like specific vendors, although you will see specific vendors in front of you. These are scents that I just really enjoy melting this time of year, and I will melt scents from a variety of vendors. So first of all, anything lemon. This just happens to be lemon cheesecake from the Bathing Garden, but there are several lemon scents out there that I love, and this is one I just got in April. I melted this recently. I know this is not a review video, but it did really, really well. But I love lemon. I love sweet, creamy lemon. So I'm not a fan of like cleaner lemon and not too heavy bakery lemon, but more of like a sweet, tart, creamy lemon, if that makes sense. So lemon is definitely one that I love. Also, any kind of fresh mint leaf type scents. So one that comes to mind that I melted recently is the Country Scent Shack Fresh Garden Mint. I love this scent. If you watch that haul video, I'll give you a better description of what that is. But also there's a lot of vendors that do a dupe for Bath & Body Works Lemon Mint Leaf, which I love that scent. So just that, not necessarily peppermint, not spearmint, but just fresh mint. Also any kind of ocean air, salty sea air scents. I'm really getting into fresh scents this year. And one of my favorites is from Vintage Chic Scents. This is Queen Mary. I have 2 clamshells of this, and that's all. I need to get my hands on more, hopefully one of these days, just so I have enough. And I had picked up 3 of these from her open house. I gave one to my aunt. I was being nice because my aunt really liked it and she wasn't able to go to the open house. But I love this scent. But anything that has that nice, fresh, kind of ocean air scent, I love those types of scents. Also, for some reason in the summer, I get really stuffy nose sometimes. I usually sleep with my windows open. So I think in the morning, sometimes I have stuffiness, or sometimes at night when it is hot. And I hate that. I don't know if that's summer allergies or what. But so to kind of cure that, I always need peppermint. I find that I melt a lot more peppermint in the summer than I do in the winter, because I need this. It like freshens the air, it helps open up my sinuses, and this is a really good peppermint, this icy peppermint from Candles from the Keeping Room. But I tend to have a ton of peppermint in my stash. And then the last scent, which is a scent that I've recently fallen in love with. I know you can get it from a couple vendors. I don't know who else, but this is Vanilla Lace from Rose Girls. I first discovered this scent actually from Vintage Chic Scents, and it goes by Lancelot and Guinevere for Vintage Chic Scents. But Rose Girls, I found out, has it as well. This is just a beautiful, soft, slightly sweet vanilla. And it's one of those scents that, like, I think it's strong as far as it has a nice strong throw, but it's a soft, kind of subtle scent. And so it's just beautiful. It's a little bit sweet. It's just kind of feminine. It's not perfumey or anything, or no floral, nothing like that, but it's just a beautiful vanilla scent. And so this is a scent I love. Obviously, I stocked up on it, and I actually have quite a bit from Vintage Chic Scents as well. But I think it's a great summer scent because in summer I have a harder time when it's hot out melting heavy bakery or really sweet scents. And I think this is a great option to kind of have something nice and sweet but not overpowering in your house. So those are my top 5 summer scents. The next question was top 5 fruity scents. You're going to see a theme here that I definitely have some favorite vendors. And so let me go ahead and jump right in with kind of top 5 fruity scents. Some of these are specific to some vendors, and some are just general scent categories. I do love fruity. However, I'm getting away from just the straight up fruity scents. I tend to like something that I still like fruity, but I like to have a little something else mixed in with it, not just sweet fruit. So let me go ahead and jump right in. I'll start over here. This is Tiffany Candles Bora Bora. I have melted this before. This was a new purchase. I haven't melted it recently, but this scent is just a great summer scent because it has a nice tropical fruit scent, but there's like a little something extra added, and I love it. One of my absolute favorite scents, I don't have much in my, this is the only thing I have, and actually I just got this in Vintage Chic Scents last opening, so I haven't even hauled this yet. But this is Lazy Summer Days. This is honeydew lime, or it's honeydew cotton candy with a hint of lime, I think is how she describes it. This is the scent that first got me into honeydew scents, and it is, for me, the best honeydew scent out there, and I really do think it's that hint of lime that gets added. Plus, her honeydew is just a great honeydew. It's not an overly, like, sweet, fruity honeydew. It actually has some nice kind of floral qualities to it, and I absolutely love this scent. So, but I love it, love it, love it, and I'm hoping she stocks it in bigger quantities in one of her future openings, because I love that one and I don't want to melt it till I have more. Another type of scent that I love, and this just represents a good example of it, but it's kind of those fizzy lemon lime, kind of very fresh, sweet, kind of fruity scents. So this is her Bluebird. This is Vintage Chic Scents Bluebird Bomb Pop Martini. Bluebird is her fresh picked strawberry. Bomb Pop Martini, I'm not going to have the exact scent description, but I know it's like cherry slushy, lemon lime fizz, and something else in there. But it gives that like nice, fresh, little bit effervescent, kind of summery, refreshing scent. And so those types of scents are really good. I love fizzy scents or any effervescent scent, so this is just an example of one that I like. But I think those are just good to have in the summer because it's hot out, and those kind of, for me, feel like they kind of cool the air, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does, but then let's see, I grabbed this one from Glitterati. I think I will recommend Glitterati for the summer. I think I said that word, Glitterati, for the summer, because her wax throws exceptionally well for me even when all my air conditioner's on. And I find in the summer, when you have your air running a lot, some vendor wax will not perform as well, even though those are vendors that can throw really, really well normally. But the cold air coming from the air conditioners, if your warmer happens to be where the air's hitting, your wax may not melt all the way, whatever. But Glitterati is one that I have found kicks butt even when you have all your air conditioners on. So I definitely want to encourage people, if you have it melt, try this. If you're having trouble getting your wax to throw in the summer because of your AC, try some Glitterati and see if that makes a difference. It does make a huge difference for me. But this particular scent, Watermelon. So this is Pomegranate Watermelon Spritzer Pink Sugar. I love watermelon scents in the summer, especially stuff like watermelon cotton candy, and something like this with the sweetness from the pomegranate and the pink sugar that's in here. She has an exceptional watermelon. Her watermelon spritzer is really, really good. There are some watermelons out there that to me have like a heavy floral undertone, and I do not like those. I like this sweet watermelon, so this is a really good one. And in general, like watermelon, cotton candy, those types of scents. So that is something else that I really like for the summer. And then one of my absolute favorite scents out there for summer is Tiki Beach. This is a dupe of Bath & Body Works Tiki Beach. Candles from the Keeping Room carries it. There is one other vendor that carries it that I'm not really buying from anymore, and has the performance of her wax has not been good. So although I do have a lot of Tiki Beach from her, but I struggle finding any vendors that carry this dupe besides Candles from the Keeping Room and the one other vendor that I don't plan on buying from anymore. So I need to get, this is all I have. I need to get more from Carol in her next opening I'm hoping to get. But Tiki Beach, I know it says fruity, but this is, like I said, I like stuff that's not just straight fruity. This just has a great like coconut tropical scent, but then has extra stuff in it, and I love this scent. I do have a few candles from Bath & Body Works as well that I probably will melt in my like candle crock. But so those are my top 5 fruity scents. So the top 5 must-haves for summer is the next question. So I have the items in front of you. I think when she was, when Kayla was talking about it, she said, you know, pretty much anything that you think you need for summer, for traveling, whether you want it to be food or product or whatever. So I kind of grab stuff that I think in the summer are things that now some of this I use year round, but things that I tend to really want to make sure I have as the summer months come. So the first thing here, oops, which you're going to have a hard time seeing because it's big and I only have so much room in front of my camera, is a wide brim hat. You definitely need a good summer hat. I was just at a pool party yesterday, and to keep the sun out of your face, to keep you from getting too sunburned, I try to keep my face out of the sun as much as possible because I just have problem skin, and I get a lot of really strong treatments on my skin, which make my skin then sensitive to the sun. So I have to keep the sun off my face. So I always have to have a good summer hat, and you want one that's really wide brim to really protect your entire face. If you use something just like a baseball cap or a visor, it does not protect the side of your face at all. So that is something I always buy, and I probably have a ton of these types of hats. The other thing that I love to have, and this is true for whether I'm traveling or just at home, is a fun crossbody purse. So this is by, I guess, Les Sportsac. A friend of mine introduced me to this particular brand, and I loved her purse. So let me see if I can get a good shot of it. So it's not real big. I mean, it's a good size, like you can fit a good amount of stuff in here, but I like that it has multiple, let me move this hat out of the way. It has multiple zippers, so you have lots of like kind of ways to organize your stuff. It has, and I'll show you the pricing, it has a thick strap. So if you're traveling, this becomes particularly good because a thicker strap would make it hard if you're going to have anyone try and purse snatch you. And with the amount of traveling I do, I love to have these types of purses, and then I always have to make sure the purse is kind of in front of me where I can keep an eye on it so I don't have to worry about pickpockets. But there is a Nordstrom rack near my house, and they sell all these purses, and so you can see regular price is $42. You can get it for $21.97. So I think that's a good deal, and they have so many cute designs, and I like these because it can be fun, but you can also dress it up a little. Now obviously it's not going to be suitable for like cocktail attire or something, but if you're traveling, it's great for daytime, and it's great for if you're going out to a club at night or whatever, it doesn't matter. And they have so many different patterns, and this material is easy to clean and keep clean. It's not waterproof, but it is something that you don't have to worry about it getting damaged in harsh weather or a dirty environment. The other thing I love to have in summer, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to wear a lot of shoes without socks. I wear a lot of like slip-on walking shoes and stuff, and so to keep my feet fresh and not getting sweaty and my shoes from getting stinky, I love this Avon Footworks. It's an antifungal powder for athlete's foot. I do not have athlete's foot, but this, I don't know. I mean, maybe some people are more prone to it, maybe others aren't, but I find that if I wear shoes without socks, which there's a lot of shoes out there that you wear without socks. I'm not a tennis shoe person. And if I wear those walking shoes without socks, after a while, they start to get stinky. And so this keeps them from getting stinky. It keeps my feet dry. And it doesn't, like, I've tried so many different store brands that are horrible. They clump, they like just do not work. This is the only brand, the only specific product that works for me. And I sprinkle a little bit in my shoes every day before I wear them. And so when I travel, I don't wear tennis shoes when I'm walking around. I wear walking shoes and I wear them without socks. And this is what works for me and keeps my feet dry all day long. Also travel containers. So if you are doing some travel, or if you just need something to throw stuff in your purse, these little containers are great. I think I got them from Target, but they're just little screw top containers, and they're great for taking stuff like medicine with you, pills, without having to take a big bottle. So especially when I'm traveling and your suitcase fills up fast and gets heavy, you can just take a smaller amount of something. These are not leak proof, so they're not good for liquids. They're good for stuff like that, like pills and stuff. Now, if you need something that's leak proof, the Container Store has some great bottles, but I don't have one near me. And I guess you can order online. I just haven't. But I was at Walmart and I found this is like a squishy silicone salad dressing bottle. And it is completely airtight. So I put... so see how I can squeeze it all the way when it's open because the air will go out? If it's closed, I can't squeeze it all the way. The air will not come out. So this is completely airtight. You can barely tell, but there is some, it's clear, it's face wash in there. But when I travel, my stuff always leaks. So I finally found this that's great for liquid stuff. And I know it's kind of small, so depending on how long you're traveling or what you're wanting to take with you, this may or may not be sufficient for your whole trip. But for like my face wash, this is sufficient for my whole trip. And I have traveled with this now several times. It doesn't leak at all. So good travel containers are important. And then the last thing, these Bausch & Lomb Sight Savers Pre-Moistened Lens Cleaning Tissues. I use these for everything in addition to just cleaning my glasses. But my sunglasses, because I'm now wearing sunglasses all the time, and they just get dirty so fast, especially if you're like at a pool party or at the beach. And this is great for cleaning glasses or sunglasses. I also use it to clean my phone, camera. I haven't used it on my laptop, but your phone, which is these have alcohol in them. So your phone, which is something that's being touched constantly and gets dirty, I like to clean it off every once in a while. And this brand in particular, I find works the best for me. I've tried other brands I just don't care for, but, and I buy them through Amazon. You get a lot of them for pretty cheap. So that is the fifth thing. So the next question is your top 5 summer drinks. So I'm going to show you kind of what I always have in my house. This is year round too. One of these is specific to, I guess, summer usually, but I always have to have my coffee. So this is just my coffee cup that I'm actually drinking right now, but I have to have coffee every day. In the summer when it's warmer, I just switch to iced coffee. So this doesn't happen to be iced coffee, but it is cold now, so it's kind of iced because it's been sitting for a while, but I drink my coffee slow, so it always doesn't stay very hot very long. But anyhow, coffee is my number one year round. I have to have it in my house, so I don't have sodas. If people come to my house, like if I'm having a get together, I will buy soda and stuff for kids, like juices and stuff. But literally you come to my house, I have water, I have coffee, and have booze. Like that's pretty much it, because that's what I drink on a regular basis. Sometimes I'll have iced tea made in my fridge. I don't drink it a lot. Actually, I probably need to make a pitcher of iced tea because I have a lot of teas up in my cupboard. But so water, here on the left, I have a water purifier, and I use this instead of buying bottled water for just at home, just because I go through so much water in a day, and I hate the plastic waste. And the building I live in, we don't have a recycling bin or anything, so, and I don't really have a place to store plastics, so to then take it in to be recycled. So, and it truly is cheaper. So I just use one of these. So I always have water. In the summer months when it's hot, everyone knows you need to stay hydrated. So, but water is boring. So then one of the other things I like to have is fruit water. So you can see this is one of those pitchers that has inside, I wonder if I can open it. You can see it pretty well, I guess. Yeah. See, it has a fruit. Oh, now you're not going to see it because I'm taking it out. It has a plastic container that has holes in it, and you put fruit in there. Let's see. And it flavors your water. So I love to have these in the fridge. Watermelon is really good for this. I just didn't happen to have any watermelon. So I have in here pineapple, cantaloupe, honeydew. There's like a couple strawberries and a couple grapes. It was left over from this fruit basket thing I got at work. So, but having this in your fridge, one, it gives a little bit of flavor to your water. So it makes it taste a little bit better if you're not a fan of water. So it'll help keep you hydrated in the summer. I even think they make like to-go bottles now that you can add the fruit into it in a little thing in the middle. So then you can take it on the go. But this is what I have. So that's kind of, I guess, 3 drinks, right? Number 4, I would say, is in the summer an ice cold beer. Like whatever beer you like, but ice cold beer in the summer is fantastic. And then number 5 is sangria. And there's a sangria recipe I absolutely love that I found online. And when I take it, I've made it for several parties here and there. And people who normally don't drink or normally don't drink wine absolutely love it. So I keep wanting to actually make a video of me making that recipe because it is just fantastic. So maybe one of these days I will do that. But anyhow, so those are the 5 things I like to have in the summer. The next question is the top 5 lip products for the summer. So as you'll see in front of you, these are not all lip products. And I had to change this one a little bit for me just because I don't wear, I wear makeup every day, but I don't wear a lot of makeup. It's pretty basic, the makeup that I put on. And for lips, I don't wear lipstick. I pretty much stick to lip balm or lip gloss. And even then, I haven't even been wearing lip gloss a lot lately just because of all the bad stuff that's in lip gloss, I guess. And I know there's companies you can go buy good products from, but I haven't worn lipstick since maybe high school or college, and I've always done lip gloss, and even now recently I've kind of switched to lip balm. So I'm not going to be a good one to give you kind of the top 5 products for your lips. I'm sure there's tons of great stuff out there. So what I thought I would do instead is bring you my top 5 products for the summer. Again, some of these are things I will use around, but I think I up my use of them in the summer. So I'll kind of just show you quickly, although these aren't really things I up for the summer. I love EOS lip balms, and this one is super cute because it was one I got, this little package I got from my niece for Christmas where you can decorate. It was a pack of 3 and it came with all these little things to decorate your EOS lip balm with. So that's just an example of a lip balm I use. And then also from Avon, this is a Mark product. They have these fun lip glosses that you can either put a powder on your lip to give you color and then put this lip gloss over. But I find I actually just like their lip glosses, so I do use these from Mark. Sorry, is that going to focus? It's not wanting to focus, huh? Let's see, let me put that down. It's just going to focus on my hand. Okay, well, anyhow, this is just like a glittery one. So I just don't put a lot of color on my lips. So anyhow, but other products that I always have to have, really this one is all the time, but especially if I'm traveling, I will use more of it antibacterial hand wipes or hand sanitizer. So these are just some examples. These wipes I absolutely love. You can get from Target or Walmart, usually in their travel section. At Target, I think they're like $1.29. At Walmart, they're about $1. I think they're a little bit cheaper at Walmart, but I always stock up on these year round actually, and I keep one in my car, and then I usually have one at my office. At the office, it's easy to go wash your hands with a sink, but in a car, particularly if I'm traveling, so if I'm traveling out of the country or out of town, I always carry one with me when I go on a plane because I wipe down like my seat and the what is the little thing that folds down? You know, the little table thingy that folds down in front of you. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'll wipe down that stuff, and or after I pump gas, I will use one of these to clean my hands. Or if I'm out and about, like when I'm traveling and you don't have easy access to a sink to wash your hands, especially because I've traveled to a lot of third world countries, these are the best thing to keep your hands clean and free of germs. And I know when I went to a travel doctor once to get immunizations, she said doctors recommend you use these over just something like this, over the liquid stuff, because this kills germs, but it doesn't get it off your hands. This, because it's a wipey, the wet ones are wipies, they actually like wipe your hands clean. So I always carry tons of these with me, especially when traveling. But then yes, you have your basic hand sanitizer. So if you're around someone that's cold, has a cold, or you have a cold or whatever, you can use these. It's just, these tend to be more drying on my hands than the hand sanitizing wipes. I don't know why. But because you use these hand sanitizers to keep your hands nice and soft, I love these EOS hand creams. They're super cute. I know you can get them at Target. I'm sure you can probably get them at Walmart too. I don't know if I've seen them. But they come in really nice scents. And they're small, so they're easy to throw in your purse. I like the shape of them because they're flat. And throw them in whatever you have to carry them with you. And you have some hand cream. Then also, this happens to be from Vintage Chic Scents, but I think a good sugar scrub, especially if you're traveling for the summer, because if you use this on your legs, you will get a much closer shave if you use a scrub before you shave, because it'll help exfoliate all the dead skin and allow you to get a closer shave. And then just help keep your skin soft and nice. Now, obviously, sugar scrubs, a lot of people use them year-round, but they're great. I always take a little container when I'm traveling and take them with me. And then last is Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. I think you can use this all over your body. I primarily use this for my face, but they always have really high SPFs. I usually try and get like 75 or above, and I think they even go to 100 now. But I use this for my face, like I think, you know, like I mentioned about using the hat, but you can't wear the hat like if you're going in the water, or, I mean, there may be some times where it's just difficult to be able to wear a hat, but you're in the sun. And so this is stuff I just slather it on my face and I reapply throughout the day to try and keep my face from getting any color. And I just like the Neutrogena brand because it is good. My face lady that I go to, she recommends Neutrogena. If I can't buy my product from her, Neutrogena is one of the brands she recommends. That, and I think she likes Aveeno, but Neutrogena has the really high SPF. So, and this is something, it dries clear, so you don't see it. It doesn't, you can put on a lot without it leaving like a white film. So that is just to protect my skin. So that is, I think I went through everything. Yeah, so then the last two questions, this is turning out to be a long video. Where are you going on vacation this summer? So I guess, I don't know if I'm technically going to take a vacation this summer. I did go to Arkansas back in May to visit my niece and her two kids and my aunt. And I was gone, not for very long. I was only there for like 4 or 5 days. But I won't be able to take a trip until after August, because I have a huge deadline at work. And so in September, I'm planning on taking a trip with a friend. She's the same friend that I went to Columbia with. And so we're still trying to pinpoint exactly where we want to go. But a couple of the options either is Bali for a week, or possibly Santiago, Chile for a week. We're still trying to decide because we use points. We have a lot of airline miles and I have hotel points. And so we look at what options are out there for, like, you know, inexpensive flights or flights that we can use miles. Like if we go to Chile, we actually both have enough miles, I think, so that we can get our round trip airfare for free. And then I have hotel points, so our hotel will be free. So If we go to Bali, I think we're going to have to pay for our flights. But the flights are actually running really cheap. I looked them up, they're like $800. So one of those two. I'm really trying to convince her to do Bali. I've been there once before, but only for like a day and a half. And I really, really want to go back because I think it has just so much to see and do. You have the relaxing beach water activities, you have the nightlife. There's like meditation, relaxation, there's shopping. Oh my gosh, like Balinese furniture and the handicrafts there are just amazing. So I'm really trying to convince her to go there. And it's a beautiful island with the rice paddies and all of that. So that's kind of like top on my list, but Santiago is a place I went before, but I was only there for one day and I love the city. Beautiful, beautiful city. So that might be our second choice, and I would go to either one, and I think she's open to either one too. Where do you wish to go on vacation in the summertime? That's number 7. So, I mean, I do a lot of traveling. You guys kind of probably know if you have been watching my videos for a while. And, for me, I'm always just looking for the next international trip. There are a ton of places on my bucket list. I really want to get back to Europe. It's been a while since I've spent some time in Europe. I think my last European trip was in 2012. I went to Ireland. Was it 2012? Gosh, 4 years. Yeah. But I really want to do like Scandinavia. I would like to go to parts of Russia, although I'm not sure how much I want to do now, and Eastern Europe. And then maybe next summer, I'm trying to get a group of friends to do Greece and Italy. I've been to both Greece and Italy like several times, but I just haven't been in a while and I love them, so I totally want to go back. So I love to travel. So pretty much any country that you can put on your list is like what I'm looking to do, and ideally go to places I haven't been, but I've been so many places, I'll repeat places now. So anyhow, that's it. Sorry this is such a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it and maybe there's some good recommendations in here for you. Thanks everyone. Bye.